Hello everybody, and today we're going to be talking about the Akimbo SMGs. I know I'm a little bit late, but I thought I'd just throw my opinion in. So before I do, we have the MP5s, and we have the Krinkovs. Now I've modded them slightly separately. I have one which is for maximum stats that doesn't concern itself with concealment, as you can see for here. And I have one for maximum concealment. So looking at both of these, their stats are fairly reasonable. The Akimbo MP5s are most likely comparable to the Akimbo Heathers, with a lot more of ammo this time, but just a slight loss of things like damage and accuracy and such. However, the Krinkovs, with their 80 damage, are more comparable to something like, Akimbo Interceptors or something like that. So looking at the concealment, the maximum you can get on the MP5s is a solid 27. That's really good. Of course, that is with the stat boost. And with the stat boost on the Krinkovs, the maximum you can hit is 25. You can't get any higher than that. So looking at the weapons, you can see with the concealments, they are very right, just like the pistols, for crit build and concealment, and also maybe stealth. And the build I'm using for these two guys is, this is the build, I'll have it linked in the description, but you can see Sneaky Bastard, Low Blow, Akimbo, and of course, like every other SMG, you're definitely going to want that increased reload speed, and you don't want to get the increased rate of fire because that'll make them almost unmanageable for recoil. So the way I've modded the MP5s for concealment is I put on a stubby compensator, the concealment boost. I didn't change the fire mod. I put the Circus barrel, the micro laser, or the compact laser module, and I didn't put on the straight mag because the extra damage just isn't worth it. The Krinkovs have a stubby, again the stubby compensator, because it provides very good stats and no effect to concealment, ironically enough. Concealment, aluminium foregrip, just for the extra stability. Again, the compact laser thing. Rubber grip for extra stability and concealment. It's just straight up better than the rest of these. And the mag, low drag, which for some reason increases your magazine capacity, increases your stability, and increases your concealment. So comparing the two, you can see when you compare them, the Krinkov seems to win out with a higher magazine. Even though it has less ammo, it has over double the damage, a little bit higher of a fire rate, much more accuracy, a nice stability, and a nice threat level. However, there's a few problems with that weapon, and there's a reason why I think the MP5 wins out overall, which I'll go into detail now in the gameplay. Alright, let's start with the Krinkovs and why I hate them so much. So they suffer the exact same issues as the Heather SMGs, which you can see in this video here. Mods don't help it much at all. Increasing the accuracy and stability don't really fix the fundamental flaws with the weapon, and I guess I'll explain right now why that is. So if you're using it in full auto, which you should be, because naturally it's an SMG, why would you want to nerf the fire rate into the ground? It's useless. The recoil on it is just insane. You can barely even clear a crowd that's like 2 feet away from you without hitting the ceiling, so you have to burst fire it, which is already a bad sign. It has no ammo and no sustainability whatsoever. The pickup on it is just atrocious, and you'll never manage to go through a heist without using the ammo bag a few times, which is sad because this weapon doesn't justify that use. An RPG can one-shot those and clear big crowds in a second, which justifies it eating up ammo bags. This, however, does not fulfill anything really, so it's definitely not worth eating up all the ammo bags over. It has no accuracy whatsoever. Good luck hitting anything unless you put it into single shot mode, regardless of how high the stat is, 60, 80, whatever. The concealment on it is poor. It's about 25, which is passable and usable for crit builds, but it's nothing near the 27 or 29 that most pistols can hit. And another thing is you'll be reloading constantly all the time, and it takes a while too, even with the SMG buff skill, so that's automatically a problem. I could barely clear my way through the Birth of Sky plane job, shooting enemies at point blank range without running out of ammo. It's just pure trash, don't even bother. If you convert it into single shot mode, then you can still barely hit snipers regardless of your accuracy rating. Even though it has such a high one, it's very deceptive. You can't clear crowds with it in single shot mode, you're just going to get wrecked and sprayed, especially on deathwish, before you can clear the crowd. It still has the same ammo issues, and the recoil is actually worse than if you were using Akimbo pistols, so sometimes even when you're tap firing, you'll miss your shots, and miss those headshots. So, my question is, why the fuck are we not using Akimbo pistols instead of this trash? And then, I honestly couldn't justify that. They have better concealment, better accuracy, better stability, and they have a lot more skills to help them out. There just doesn't seem a reason to use these things. Moving on to the MP5. The saviour, I'm going to call it, of Akimbo SMGs. This restored my faith in them. It's an Akimbo SMG done right. After the trash that was the headers and the trash that was the Krinkovs, these are what they should be done right. So finally we have an SMG that works in full auto mode. Yes, it actually works. You don't run out of ammo in 4 seconds. You don't hit the ceiling if you try and spray into a crowd 2 meters away from you. And you can actually pick up ammo again. So, it works with full auto, thank fuck. You can, if you need to, you can use single shot to hit snipers. And even though the accuracy rating, if you mod it for concealment, which it has great concealment by the way, you can hit like 27. And that's on par with most Akimbo pistols. And if you need to hit a sniper, you convert it into single shot mode. And even though the accuracy on it, if you mod it for concealment, it's about 20. And the Krinkov's about 60. I found they hit snipers at about the same rate anyway. It still takes a couple taps regardless. So I think the ammo, or I think the accuracy rating is just deceptive. It has manageable recoil. You can spray into a crowd and not have to hit the ceiling. You can literally hold down the fire button and get away with it. Even when the crowd's like 2 meters away from you, which you should be able to if it's not that far away. It has good ammo pickup. It has a good starting round for a start. It has 240 backup rounds with a 60 magazine. And the pickup on it is enough so that you'll never have to touch an ammo bag. I never had to. Even when I had poor accuracy and I got tased a few times and wasted bullets, I could still climb back up without touching an ammo bag. And it shreds through crowds despite having the low damage, considering it actually hits half the targets and you don't have to hit half your, you don't have to keep tap firing it. You can shred through a crowd very quickly and get all your health back if you're using something like Ex-President or Grinder. So, thank fuck we have a working SMG now, and that's all I have to say. If you have a different opinion on this and you feel like I was being an asshole, and to be fair I was being pretty mean on the Krinkovs, but if you have a different opinion, please leave it in the comment section below and remember to keep it civil. My name is Jay, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.